What's up, y'all? So I am in Indianapolis, about to head out to the airport to go home to my family. And I just felt the need to communicate a message. Yo, it's a pretty fun time here. Called the Love Comedy Date Night. It's pretty cool. And I want to talk about a subject that is very dear to a lot of us. Come on, somebody. And that's sex. Sex. Woo woo! Don't stop, get it. All right. So, and this affects both married people and unmarried people, the single fellas and the single ladies. And that simply is, man, sex is not a treat, is not a reward. It is not a carrot to dangle in front of someone. Typically, you see that in marriage. In other words, if a spouse is doing the right things, like, you know what, you did good, I'm gonna give you some tonight. Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to work. You know what? Or, you know what? I'm gonna use it as a weapon because you acting this way, I ain't gonna give you nothing. See you on the basketball court. It's blue. No, did I say that? I actually did. So sex is in marriage isn't meant to be something that you just withhold from someone or that you give to someone because they act right. It is, as my wife and I call it, when you look at really and understand what sex is two souls talking. That's what it is. And your soul was actually meant to only talk to one person. That's when we have multiple sex partners. Stuff gets a little crazy because your soul wasn't meant to talk to that many people. Oh, that's pretty heavy, kind of. And yo, so I've been married for 19 years. Man, I've been out in the single game for a long time. But as I'm talking to a lot of people who aren't married, I'm noticing one thing, and that's just a lot of people who are having sex outside of marriage who actually want to honor God and abstain until they get married and keep their soul from talking. One of the reasons why they engage in that activity is because they're fearful. They're fearful that, hey, if I abstain from sex and withhold myself from this person that I like a whole lot, because the culture is so sex crazed, then that person is gonna go get it with somebody else. And I don't want them to go get it with somebody else. And since I want them to be faithful to me, I'ma just go ahead and give to them. And it's actually you using it to manipulate them not to leave you. Yo, and so what's happening is both people do that. So the dude was like, yo, if I want to stop, but if I do stop, honor God and don't give it up to this girl, or give it to her, whichever way you want to look at it. Yo, she gonna get a side dude. And then the girl's like, yo, if I don't give it up to him, he gonna have a side chick. And what I'm telling you is, maybe there needs to be a sit down because you really do love the person. You really do like them a whole lot. And your fear of them getting involved with somebody else is causing you to use sex to manipulate them and being faithful to you. I'm not saying listen, I'm been out the game, so I'm not saying that that's the issue all the time. Some of the issues you just need to walk with Jesus and repent. Just like all of us got our stuff that we need to repent. Some people have sex, some people overeat. That used to be me too. I'm trying to stop that. So, but also don't forget, in marriage, sex is not a weapon and it's not a reward. It's something that God called y'all to do. Oh, because he wants you to enjoy it. Come on. Somebody, anyway, I don't know why I recorded that. I'm with this, and I believe it's something for somebody. So, peace.